Ahoy, reality renegades and truth twisters! You've tuned into the Figment frequency, broadcasting straight from the depths of improbability. I'm your guide through the garden of make-believe, Yarnia Fabricato, transmitting from our enigmatic headquarters located in what our resident cryptozoologist swears is a forgotten pocket dimension between the cushions of a cosmic couch, or possibly just a very convincing blanket fort. Sound the imagination klaxons. We're about to unleash a tale so fantastically far-fetched, it'll make your cerebellum do the Charleston while solving interdimensional Sudoku puzzles. Today's tall tale. Time goes sideways. Small town caught in temporal tangle, residents' live days in reverse. Our master of mendacity, Chronos Confabulator, reports from what appears to be yesterday's tomorrow or possibly last week's next month, bringing you this clock-confounding chronicle that's twisting Smalltown's timeline into a pretzel. The questionable quarterly www.tiktokturmoil.time claims that during a routine daylight-saving time adjustment, Smalltown's temporal fabric suffered a catastrophic snag. Our dubious documentarian, known only as the Hourglass Whisperer, and may or may not be a talking sundial wearing a deerstalker cap, declared, "Great Scott! We've got ourselves a real time-turner of a pickle here. Smalltown's dancing the temporal tango, and nobody knows who's leading." Spurious sources near the chronological conundrum assert that residents are experiencing their days in reverse, waking up with bedhead only to progressively neaten their hair as they approach breakfast. The sensationalist station Backwards Broadcasting Network reported that the local diner is serving dinner for breakfast and vice versa, leading to a town-wide epidemic of food-based existential crises. In a bewildering back and forth with our most temporally flexible fabulist, Retro McFuture, the town's clockmaker, currently aging backwards and sporting an increasingly fashionable series of onesies, communicated via a series of time-shifted semaphore signals. Our creative chronologist, who learned temporal linguistics from a particularly vivid déjà vu, translated this as either, "I always said time was on our side, but this is ridiculous," or "Remember to wind your clocks anti-clockwise," or "Is it clockwise? I can't remember what hasn't happened yet." The ambiguity has only added to the general temporal vertigo. The International Dateline Committee has been forced to take drastic measures, including dispatching a team of chronocartographers specializing in mapping the unmappable. However, their efforts hit a snag when their carefully crafted timelines kept unraveling into abstract art. We attempted to reach out to neighboring towns for comment, but our messages arrived before we sent them, leading to a series of increasingly confused, preemptive responses. The situation has even caught the attention of international physics consortiums. CERN has expressed interest in studying Smalltown's unique temporal displacement, while the World Clock Synchronization Committee is considering using the town as a new prime meridian, albeit one that's constantly shifting. Local authorities are in a temporal tizzy trying to address the situation. The police department has established a new paradox prevention unit, equipped with quantum-entangled handcuffs and a crash course in grandfather paradox etiquette. Meanwhile, the fire department is offering workshops on how to put out a fire that hasn't started yet and may never happen. The town's education system has been quick to adapt, with schools introducing new courses like Advanced Retrocausality for Beginners and Schrodinger's Pop Quiz. The answer is both right and wrong until you observe it. The local library has seen a surge of interest in its science fiction section, now reclassified under current events, past news, and future history. Enterprising locals have launched new ventures to capitalize on the temporal topsy-turvydom. Reverse-aging spas are all the rage, offering citizens the chance to experience youth all over again. The town's tech industry has pivoted to producing quantum alarm clocks that wake you up both before and after you've slept. Keep your ears peeled and your mind open. In our next segment, we'll explore the town's new initiative to rebrand itself as Smalltown, where tomorrow is yesterday's news today, a move that's been hailed as visionary by non-linear marketing firms and utterly incomprehensible by anyone who's ever tried to schedule a dentist appointment. This has been your moment of marvelously mangled make-believe from the Figment frequency. Remember, dear temporal travelers, in a world where time flows like a river of spaghetti, always keep your fork ready. You never know when you might need to slurp up a strand of eternity. This is Yarnia Fabricato, signing off from our enigmatic studio lodged somewhere between Once Upon a Time and Happily Ever After. Keep it chronologically challenged, Smalltown, and remember, when life gives you temporal lemons, make paradoxade.